everybody, Justin Senior here. How's it going? I've got a great video for you here today, and this is all about personalizing the shopping experience for your customers in your Shopify store. And personalization of really any type in e-com is great, really of any online business, because we're talking about really trying to make a one-on-one impression or a one-to-one impression between us, the brand, and one customer. We want them to always feel like this is the perfect store for them. The products are perfectly suited for them. And that's how we're going to create a beloved brand. We're going to have a brand that truly understands their customers. And Shopify is definitely powerful, but we're going to make it even more powerful by really giving you the tools to understand what your customer wants so you could personalize the shopping experience exactly for them, right? You'll create that beloved brand. You'll increase customer lifetime value because you'll have people coming back because they love what you're offering. You're going to have a higher percentage of your product launches be big winners because, again, you're going to know exactly what your customers want. They're going to tell you. And of course, we're doing this because we want to generate more revenue. We want to increase our conversion rate. We want more money in our pocket. That's the bottom line. And with Shopify, they do collect some information for sure, right? It's a bit minimal. There really aren't that many options in terms of your basic Shopify account in terms of customizing this. Right out of the box. So they just kind of ask for some basic information on the register account page or through the checkout process. They'll ask for, of course, billing and shipping information, but it really only asks for the bare minimum, right? Enough to register an account or enough to process an order. But what about actually surveying your customers for more valuable things, things that they actually like? Thoughts about your site or the checkout process, thoughts about your pricing or your new launches. Right, you could literally create an incredibly personalized storefront with products that are always dialed into exactly what your customers want if you just had access to understanding what your customer wants. You literally just need to go ahead and ask them that, and that's what this video is all about, surveying your customers and how you're going to be able to do that with Shopify. So how do you personalize the e-com experience? You use SurveySparrow, and I'm going to go over the shoulder. I'm going to show you some powerful examples about how you're going to use this with your Shopify store, but you see the link directly below this video. Make sure you take a look at that. SurveySparrow, highly recommended. It's really the most powerful way to, like I said, truly understand the customer. So let's jump over the shoulder right now, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, this is SurveySparrow.com. Again, you see the link directly below this video. This is exactly what I use to understand exactly what my customer wants, exactly what my customer thinks, and I'm going to show you some really powerful examples of how you're going to be able to make this work for your e-commerce business. But I really want to show you the SurveySparrow site first. And as you see, it's all about building better experiences, right? We want to personalize the shopping experience. We want to build a brand that is exactly what people, or more importantly, what our perfect customers are asking for. And we're going to be able to do that with SurveySparrow and all the different forms and integrations of collecting data, surveying, asking specific questions, getting information from our customers. And that's why it's so powerful. And obviously you see here, they're working with some massive companies. Of course, they could be, very, very trustworthy to work with some of these Fortune 500 companies, 20,000 plus customers all across the world. And it's really all about creating conversations. It's not about, a survey with a billion checkboxes on it or radio buttons or ranking things or whatever. It's really conversational, which not only gives you the information that you specifically can use, but it makes it easy for the customers to actually go ahead and complete these surveys, complete this type of information, and that's incredibly powerful. And you can click through here, see the different types of things, right? Surveys, reporting. The fact that it's white labeled makes it really great. You could put your own logo in here. This is great for agencies or client work. And it has great integrations with pretty much any type of CRM or email marketing company that you're using. So you'll have all of your data in one place, and really you can scale to the moon. You see that there are a lot of different companies that are, have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of customers. This is going to work perfectly for your e-commerce store as well because you have full control over what's going on. And you can definitely take a look through this entire site. You see the link directly below the video. A lot of different powerful things, but I want to go over some specific examples. And they kind of call them formulas or templates, but there's a lot of different templates on here that are going to be incredibly relevant to you as an e-commerce entrepreneur. So first we have customer satisfaction survey questions, right? I mean, obviously that's very, very, very valuable to anyone. And you could just literally use this exact template and you'll be able to actually see what's going on in terms of the survey, right? It's conversational. So they're literally coming here yes or no questions. And you could, of course, set this totally up inside of your SurveySparrow account. Now you get to rank, right? And again, it's totally interactive. It's not just a huge long list of content, right? And you're letting the customer go ahead and you're giving them a little affirmation that, this was worth their time to give us this information. And there's a little bit more questioning over here. And you can make this as long or short as you want. You can add as many options as you want. And really, the cool thing here is that you have full control. So this is just one example, and I'll go through some other ones here. But of course, you can understand this would be great for any customers, right? To truly understand, are they happy about your product? Are they happy about the experience that they had on your website? Another powerful one is just lead generation, right? Every single brand, it doesn't matter if you're e-commerce or digital or if you're a service brand, it doesn't matter. You need to always be generating new customers. You always need to be marketing. You always need to be collecting leads. This is going to help you do that in a really, really easy way. And again, it's all conversational. So you see here's an example. Like this is, of course, just a simple opt-in, right? But we have it set up over here. So it's more conversational, more engaging, and therefore going to convert at a higher level. You're going to get those leads faster, and hopefully they're going to convert into purchases. Coming over here, website feedback, right? Is the site confusing? Right? Did people have a problem finding something? Right? When you're selling products, of course, we need to have the most simplistic, easy to understand website functionality. Right? And again, a nice little conversational way and not a non-obtrusive way to start asking about questions. And again, right? And you just basically keep prompting the customer. And these are kind of like chatbots, actually, in this case, right? Where you could kind of have a whole conversation with the customer just through collecting survey, right? We're not here sending this over here. We're not copying and pasting this. We're not monitoring this. This happens all basically automatically. This is just one of the features of SurveySparrow, right? This really, truly engaging type of survey of customer information collection, but in an engaging way, right? Not in your typical boring little surveys. This is super relevant to print-on-demand sellers, right? You want to make sure that you have a winning product every time. You want to make sure that your designers are creating designs that your customers will truly love. Well, all you need to do is ask them, and you could use SurveySparrow to collect all of that information. This one is one of my favorite kind of templates that they have here because it directly translates into me launching better products, more profitable products. Another one over here, kind of similar, online shopping survey questions. You could ask about the experience, you could ask about pricing, you could ask about branding, really whatever you want. You have full control to basically collect information from your customers or potential customers, and then of course take action from that. And SurveySparrow can do a lot of advanced things. They can also do some basic things that you might need. For example, creating a contact form, right? You can create your own contact form in here, and right, you see it's totally engaging in terms of that conversational tone again, and it will pretty much replace any of your existing contact forms, or you can embed this really anywhere and add a contact form to any page that you want. User experience survey questions, right? They talk about hearing it from your users, right? Literally asking your customers or asking people that have signed up for accounts or people that have abandoned cart or whatever, asking them specific questions about the experience, right? What stopped them? Why did they abandon the cart? Why did they only purchase one product? Why haven't they come back yet? Whatever type of customer information you want, you can go ahead and ask them that. And again, in a truly engaging little setup here with SurveySparrow. And remember, these can be embedded anywhere. This works with any type of e-commerce store, but it works perfectly with Shopify as well. Product market fit. This is, again, a little template that they have, really all about figuring out, is this the right product for the customer and vice versa? Are these people that we're targeting, are they the right customers for this product? So you can get all that information here. Beta testing. This is really great, especially if you're doing some type of, let's say, a club or a digital offering. T-shirt order form template. This is cool because you could embed this anywhere, right? You might not necessarily need this on your Shopify store since you already have t-shirts here, but you could ask very specific order collection and management questions here and start collecting orders really from any spot. This is great to also kind of link out to. You can put it on social media, really whatever you want. Speaking of social media, right, running a social media questionnaire to understand exactly who your customers are, or more importantly, who your followers are. Because when you start to understand who your followers are, then you can start to launch product, launch advertising, launch marketing, launch basically better language that speaks directly to these people. And last but not least, this is a real powerful one. You could go ahead and I want you to install SurveySparrow today and go ahead and use this. You get a 14-day free trial, but you can do this right now. And this is going to be a huge, huge value to you, not only in the short term, right? You run this photo contest on your site or on your blog or through social. You get people to sign up. They'll be able to actually upload imagery here, And as we click through here, we'll be able to get to a part where they'll be able to upload their imagery. We'll be able to use that for user-generated content, which is incredibly powerful. Of course, this also looks and works great on mobile or tablet or back to the widescreen on desktop. But this is a great one, right? Run a photo contest, get your customers to be sending in photos of them wearing or enjoying your product, and then use that for future ads. And maybe you give away a free t-shirt or something. Promise you it's going to be worth your while. This should be the first thing that you start with, because there is direct revenue to be had when you start to collect photos from your customers. So SurveySparrow does a lot of different things, as you've seen, but this is really one of the most powerful ones, and one of the ones that you could literally start and turn on right now. And you'll be able to run this whole contest without even paying. 14-day free trial, no credit card required. You could easily have this contest up and running in just a few minutes, and then you can start collecting information within a week. And by that point, you'll already see that SurveySparrow is totally worth it. But a lot of different things, a lot of different templates. I only showed you a small selection of these. A lot of different features here, really feature-rich in terms of SurveySparrow. But now I want to show you the behind the scenes, right? What it's actually going to look like when you're using SurveySparrow. And there's a lot of different features in here. And I'll walk you through really everything that you need to know. There's adding a contact manually. Contact management, very easy to do. You could either do it one by one. You could add in bulk, copy and paste, let's say in from lead generation or anything like that. Very easy to kind of input your different contacts. You see, you could even import it directly from Google or Gmail, HubSpot, Salesforce. A lot of different ways to do it. You could upload any file. Basically, the bottom line is you're going to be able to get all your contacts in here, and you can see your import history and all that stuff. But when you see all your active contents in your audience, you'll be able to have all these different lists and kind of segment as you see fit. So you can get some really smart segments in there. You could have VIPs, you could have lots of different ways to kind of manage all of your different contacts. Coming over here, looking at the different types of surveys that we have, and this is really how you can start a survey. And as you'll see, it's very visual, a lot of different kind of unique ways to interact with the customer. Of course, the chat survey, which is really cool. I showed you that earlier. Got your classic surveys, offline surveys, a bunch of different other ways to kind of collect the information. A lot of different types of surveys that you can use here, that you have access to, and they're really just a couple different clicks away. And you have existing templates out there, for example, customer satisfaction, website feedback, some of the different templates that I showed you out there that are very relevant to e-commerce. And really what you're going to be able to do is just simply pick the template, and then you're going to be able to actually customize the information that you're asking for. And you see the little demo over here of exactly how it's going to work. And now you get to build your own. So it's all a drag and drop editor. What you see is what you get. And you're really going to just be simply following the prompts. So you'll be able to enter in different questions. You could have pre-made sections that they believe are very relevant. And of course, this is really all in a conversational tone. You see lots of different template tags and logic that you can go in here. And this is how kind of, like I said, similar to chatbots, right? This is how you can make sure that you're really automating the question and answer process and hitting all those different combinations of different responses and different interactions that you want to have with your customers, or in this case, with people that are giving you feedback about your website. So obviously you see different themes, different color schemes here. You can match your look and feel of your site and your brand to make sure that these are always on point. And you see everything, of course, just simply changes into the color that you choose. If you can't find a theme that works well, of course, just open up the advanced editor. You can even add your own CSS. You can put in the hex codes for your exact colors. And I highly recommend doing this. Of course, we want everything to just be seamless. This should just feel like any other part of your store, of your website. So SurveySparrow is going to allow you to have full control over that. You can start with a theme, and then you can get really custom in terms of actually creating the different CSS tagging and different edits. So that's pretty cool. When it comes to actually designing the survey, you have tons and tons of options here. And it's really easy as well, kind of in the same lens of Shopify, where you're kind of just looking at different options and selecting it rather than looking at any code. You're not going to have to do that. So integrations, these are really cool. These kind of give you basically additional settings and additional possibilities, not only for your surveys, but just kind of for all the data that you have access to. And you see Aweber, you see Facebook Pixel, of course, you see Google Sheets to be able to actually export your information automatically right into a Google spreadsheet, so you can take a look at it there, even offline, or take out or share that with someone. Very easy to make these different integrations. They have webhooks as well, kind of on the more technical side, but you might find some sites like ClickFunnels use webhooks a lot. And there'll be different instructions depending on the actual type of integration that you're trying to make, but you'll have the ability to do this as well. And you see the walkthrough here, it's not very technical in terms of getting things set up. So you'll really just follow the prompts here, and you'll be able to set this up as you see fit. But this is not at all required. This is kind of just a nice extra feature that is in here. A lot of you are just going to be kind of using the embed, right? The embed into your store, or inline embed in terms of embedding it into your code, or even into your product pages, however you're going to be doing it. You see the pop-up card, which is another integration. Basically just different ways for you to get this survey out, right? You could share it directly, you could embed it onto your site, and obviously you're going to want to do that, or do that in all relevant places. You're not necessarily going to want to put a survey on the product page, right? You'll have full control over where you get to place it. That's why you get to embed it. And then of course you got your reports and everything like that, which are of course always necessary, always important. And you get a full suite of analytics here, and you could also download everything. You could export it into Google Sheets like you saw before, so full access to your data. It all comes back to that same thing. You want to create that better experience. You want to understand your customer more, and SurveySparrow is the way to do that. So check out the link directly below this video. I know you're going to like it. Please give me a subscribe on my YouTube channel. I've got a ton of great videos to help you make some money. And I really hope this helps you do exactly that. Make some money this week, run that survey and run that contest, and I'll talk to you real soon.